Welcome to Kowalski's Corner, week 2, and I'm giving y'all a little cowboy love right there for all you cowboy haters. We had a great week 1. What a way to start off the week this year in fantasy football. It was one of the highest scoring fantasy football weeks we've ever had in the last 10 years. There was points scored every 4.6 seconds, and there were some major ass whoopings that took place. So let's get to the recaps last week. FedEx envelope on its way to Dwight, and that's the team named Slam. You slammed Mad Dog, 147-88. Dwight, I did not see that coming. Way to put that ass whooping on. Corey, sorry you lost that tiebreaker, 147-125. Jay tried to make a comeback. Brady was thrown to everybody in the stadium except Ocho Cinco. Melly Mel, way to kick your way back into this thing, man. Up to 138 points, you fell a little short, but you put an ass whooping on Crazy Cougs. Ray Ray's uncle, good effort over G-Spot there, 133-100. That's a nice 33-point ass whooping. Scott, way to take that in week 1. All day over the Pig Farmers, 133-104. That's setting up a great week 2 matchup between All Day and Ray Ray's uncle. And he hate me, boy. The coach here, he struggled, but he pulled out a win over D's Nuts, 193. That team's potent. They haven't gotten started yet, but you know what you got to do. You just got to win a. You got to win a game there. So let's go over to the new feature this year, Kowalski's Corner, and that is the Spud Dud Game of the Week. And last week, Crazy Cougs, you're going to start it off with the Spud Dud Game of the Week. You took an ass whooping by 60 points. You're better than that. So step it up this week. And let's see next week who's going to be the Spud Dud Game of the Week. With that said, we're going to get into some matchups this week. Let's take a look and see what we got going on this week. You definitely don't want to be the lonesome loser. So we're going to start this off. D was 5-1 last week in his picks. He almost went perfect. I was 4-2, so neither one of us were the lonesome loser last week. We're going to get to this week's matchups. I'm going to start with, I'm not going to get you to the game of the week. I'm going to end with the game of the week, but we're going to start it off with G-Spot versus Melly Mel, big timers. What I see here is Mel, all you have is Drew Brees. And this week, the Steelers, Scotty Steelers, man, you're looking old there. I'm worried about that defense. But this week, Seattle comes to town. You were embarrassed by Baltimore last week. So I'm going to take your Seattle people in there. Santana Moss versus Arizona. You're going to beat Mel 116-100. That's just how I see that game playing out. Next game is going to be Benji, D's Nuts versus Slam. Benji, you're going to take another ass whooping here. All you really have is Jennings this week, and Slam's he's got Vic, he's got Run DMC, he's got Matt Forte, he's got Marshall, he's got Vernon Davis against the Cowboys' banged up secondary. He's probably going to put up another 130 on the board. I see him taking it 133-100. That's going to lead us into the next matchup. Mad Dog versus YUNV Me. Jay, you got a solid team. You got safe veterans that are going to put up some averages, their normal averages. Plus, you got Tom Brady, who I think is going to have a huge year. Mad Dog, all you really have is Rivers this week. Your running backs have got questionable matchups. You're not a good enough coach to be in this one. I think you're going to fall short 105-95. That's going to take us over to Crazy Cougs versus Pig Farmers. Cougs, you're not going to be the Spud Dud Game of the Week next week. Your lineup this week is going to rebound tremendously. You're going to put some points on the board. You're going to at least put 117 points on the board, guaranteed. Drew, Your Casey studs are going to go up against a tough Detroit team here. I think you're going to struggle. Get used to putting up about 100 to 105 points a week. So I think you're going to lose this one 117-105. The game of the week, I had a tough pick here. I could have taken me and Steve as the game of the week, but I'm going to go with DeAndre versus, God dang, who's DeAndre playing? He's playing Cash! He's playing Cash. Corey, this one's going to be a slugfest. You guys got great matchups. Your quarterbacks are pretty much even. This is going to come down to your running back. So whoever's going to outcoach somebody here and put the right two running back combo is probably going to win this game. And I'm just going to go with D's team is not going to suck and put up 100 points. This is going to be a 125, 124-ish game. I'm going to give the edge to D. Now I'm ready for the game of I got two games. And let's be honest. This is going to come down to me and Steve duking this thing out. This is a humongous division battle. Whoever wins this game is probably going to win the division. So let's just break down the matchups here. We got quarterbacks. We got Aaron Rodgers versus Jay Cutler. Aaron's got a great matchup this week against Carolina. He's going to throw from some serious yards, probably put up 4 touchdowns. Cutler, I think he's going to hang in there. I think New Orleans is going to be another one of those shootouts again. But emotionally, I don't know where the Bears are because of Urlacher's mom passing away. And the Bear wide receivers, they couldn't catch a cold in the Antarctica wearing a wet t-shirt, but hopefully that gives Cutler some points. I do see Aaron Rodgers outscoring Jay Cutler. Sean Green is not going to suck this bad this week. He's going to come back. He's going to put up some serious 20-some points this week. I think that's going to even out because LaShawn McCoy is going to run up against Atlanta. Atlanta's got to win. They can't go 0-2 to start the season off. That's going to be a huge Sunday night game. So I think we kind of even out there. Here's where I can outcoach Steve. So do I go with Starks or do I go with Tolbert? Tolbert, surprise there. Jesus, 35 points. Chris Johnson, I don't think you're in shape yet. I think you're going to struggle a little bit. Baltimore's defense is going to shut you down. This is probably going to be a dead even matchup. That's going to be even. Mike Wallace is probably going to destroy. Well, he's not going to destroy, but he's going to outscore Deshaun Jackson. Johnny Knox, I got Johnny Knox in the lineup. I haven't heard from Dallas to see where Dez Bryant is injury-wise. I might put Dez in at the last minute, but I like Dez. I like Dez or Johnny Knox over Steve Johnson. Kickers are going to wash, probably about 8 points each. It doesn't really matter. So then it's going to come down to defenses and probably our third wide receiver. I'm going to say Rob Gronkowski. Brady's security blanket is going to outscore Plex. The Lions are going to stop KC and get me some turnovers. I'm going to have serious double digits points. I'm going to take the division. I'm going to take it to Steve's ass this week. I'm going to beat him, and I'm going to beat him bad, and I'm going to probably beat him about 120 to, 105, 107-ish. That's not a huge ass whipping, but that's a big enough ass whipping for me to call it a huge victory. I'm playing for the Super Bowl ring this year. This is my Super Bowl ring, D. Your little piece of shit ring that you showed off last week, this ain't shit. This is a ring right here, man. This is my 2 Super Bowl rings. I had them molded and I put them all together and I had the jeweler make this fabulous ring. So this is my Super Bowl ring. My producer's telling me I got to wrap it up. I got to get the hell on out of here. I got to go watch that Merriweather fight. This has been Kowalski's Corner Week 2. Remember, study, put your lineups in. Don't be the stud-dud game of the week. My partner in crime is out of town. He's in a bowling tournament. Could not be here, so I'm filling in for him. I guarantee you 16 shows. I'm giving you 16 shows. Next week I'll have Steve. We'll do Kowalski's Corner from a remote site. Have a great week, and stay classy, San Diego.